set to talk to us while playing D&D and riding a motorcycle, which is super dangerous, but it worked surprisingly well.
I'm recording the screen and voices.
And whatever the fuck that noise is in the background.
This is Monday, March 22nd, and it's our first time ever playing CandleKeep, and we're going to play the first mission, which is called The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Space.
Off to a great start.
Can you guys all minimize it? Because I realize there'd be spoilers if I'm sharing the screen and you guys are looking at it.
I don't really
look at what I'm doing on Skype is what I mean. I'm recording this for the video, but not for you guys.
Oh.
I'm not staring at Skype. Skype is in the corner for me anyway, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, I always reduce it.
Skype's on my phone, so.
Takes up too much space.
Okay, you guys are all on your way to CandleKeep because something terrible has been happening in your hometown or wherever you were living. Crops have withered up, rains have stopped coming, livestock stand in the field like stick figures, and for each of you, a local mage or sage or wizard or town elder, someone has figured out that your land has actually become cursed. And there is one sage named Matrius, and Matrius is known to spend a lot of time at CandleKeep, and you've all been sent separately but at the same time to find this Matrius. Everyone can roll Arcana to see if they know anything about the sage Matrius.
14.
Of course.
Ergo and Sin, your research of finding out where Matrius is has also led you to hear rumors about a book called The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces that you believe is tied into what could help break the curse. Stephanie, in the Skype before you joined, I put a picture of the book up. I don't know if it still shows it to you if you joined after in the chat.
I had nothing in the chat when I joined.
Okay, I can send it again.
Okay, I just don't want to look at the Skype if it's gonna...
It won't right now. Well, not if you're looking in the chat at least.
Oh, okay, cool. I like it.
You guys rolled pretty high though. So Ergo and Sin, you would know that this book had been donated to CandleKeep by a mage named Fistandia, who was quite famous, but she disappeared. And in her will, she bequeathed her entire collection to CandleKeep.
What was her name?
Fistandia.
Fistandia.
Like,
Like she likes getting fisted.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's what it sounds like, yeah.
You like that?
While standing. The thing that was interesting about this book is it's rumored to have fixed the spell Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion spell to make it permanent, as if, because I guess at some point it dissipates, but to make your extra-dimensional space a permanent space. I'm going to say, Ergo, you know one extra special fact. Do you want me to say it or do you want me to text it to you?
Would you text it?
Yeah, that's yes, I like that.
Guys, how do you add an avatar? I don't see an option for it whatsoever.
For
Isn't
which?
your character edit screen?
So if you go to your character screen and up in the top right-hand corner, you should see a button called Edit, and then you should be able to add an avatar there.
Oh, I was looking completely wrong area.
No worries, my guy.
Quarter, you should mention the picture you made yesterday of his character. I never sent it.
Okie dokie.
Stephanie had a real conniption looking up fat elves for you. A lot of gross things. Fat elves.
Fat wheelchair elf is not a thing you want to Google.
Or in your history.
Oh,
Don't do it.
All right, so moving on. Ergo. Actually, it's going to be Frumbledore first, and then Ergo. Frumbledore, you are sitting in a wooded clearing on a bench that seems to have been grown to become a bench, as if it like the tree was just warped into it. And there's a little sign on it. On a pole next to the bench that says carriage stop or CandleKeep, and you're just waiting there with your bags or whatever you have with you.
Yeah, I'll just sit there eating my sandwich that I made.
Okay.
Looking around, is there anybody around me?
Roll
Anything
your
around me that
perception.
like I'm just looking down the road. Do I know which direction CandleKeep is? Like, is there an arrow saying, "Hey, it's this direction," or would I know that?
Yeah, you came from one way and got dropped off here, so you know it's not.
Okay.
You came from the east, so you know it's to the west.
All right. So I'm just gonna be looking for a carriage down the way. Just kind of waiting, eating my sandwich, looking around.
You can roll your perception.
Let's do it. Oh, it's
Did you
gonna be
get
good.
the message, Ergo?
What's
I
who?
got a 3.
Okay. Ergo, I sent you the whisper in roll 20.
Yes, I got that. Thank you.
Okay. Rumbledore, you're just enjoying your sandwich too much to care.
Bologna with mayo.
I don't know how you kept the mayo good on this long road trip.
Ah!
I
He
never
did.
said.
Enjoys it anyway.
I never said I did leave the mayo good.
All right. Ergo, you are on your like crab leg wheelchair that was made by an artificer, and you are just going down the road and you see the bench you've been looking for, and there is just a really sickly looking half elf eating a quite rancid looking sandwich.
Aw.
I crawl up to him. Good morrow, good sir. I wonder if you could tell me if this is the place to meet the carriage.
Oh, with a 3, would I still?
He said something, but you're gonna be like surprised.
There's mayo on my face everywhere.
Yeah, you got a little. You have a little something. You might want a sleeve or tissue.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
Have one.
Oh, and when I'm talking to him, I'm talking directly to his shadow. By the way, it's just easier for me that way. I smile a lot.
What do you have?
Mhm.
Do you have Asperger's?
No, no. Wait, I have to rewrite my character sheet.
I do now.
No, it's just the way
Don't
that
hug
he.
me.
This is the way I communicate. It's very like. I'm just smiley boy, and I'm just like staring at. It's like the shadows. It's more comforting for me.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, and I point in the west direction. Like I think it's that way. So yeah, you want a sandwich? And I hand him the other part of my sandwich.
No, well, that mayonnaise looks quite rancid. Thank you, but no. I have some of my own provisions. Would you actually like an apple? Because I think you could use one.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I hand him an apple out of my pack.
Hmm.
Chris,
Enjoying one to myself.
can I add something for your character?
You do whatever you need to do. As long as you notify me of what your changes are, that's fine with me.
Well, I was gonna. This is more cosmetic.
Yeah, absolutely. Even better.
Take the apple from him. It just starts rotting right away.
Oh,
Wow.
that yes.
But it's still the best apple you've ever had.
That's delicious. Yeah. Oh, you know a really good descriptor of like how my demeanor is. You remember God, have you seen Men in Black 3? There's this like the main alien in there, like the smiley guy with the he's wearing a beanie the entire time, like a knitted cap.
You talking
No?
about the one that's played by Monk?
No. This is Men in Black 3. So this is the one where they go back in time. Where he's like, this is. I'll put a picture up. Hold on.
I don't remember.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. I'll find a picture of it. But yeah, that's just my demeanor is very like always enjoying life no matter what. Even with the rotten apple. Yeah. Thanks. And I do the whole thing where I'm like putting it up in the air like I'm enjoying it.
Well, to each his own, I suppose. Please enjoy.
Chris, mention. You can roll your perception.
I shall do just that.
Stephanie.
Yo, Mildred.
Mildred.
Yeah.
You come stumbling out of the woods across the road because you had gotten a bit lost. And mention you will have seen her, but you can describe yourself, Mildred.
I am a not too distinct female half-orc, 29 years old, 5'11", about $1.55, so like a little on the skinny side. Gray eyes, greenish gray skin, black hair, like basic half-orc female.
Stephanie, roll your perception.
Basic half-orc bitch.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Uggs.
totally into like smog spice latte. 100%. I'm rolling my perception.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm actually like a little bit smart in this one. Gotta remember how to play that. I got a 9.
Not remembering if it's the first time ever. It's coming up with. Okay, Stephanie, you notice there's 2 people taking up space on the bench you've been looking for, but you don't really take note. One of them might be a giant crab.
It's more.
Yeah.
I think picture it more of an ant. Ant legs.
Ant legs is fine.
Oh, that's cool.
So, do you guys want to describe yourselves to Stephanie? Mention
Sure.
You can go first because you saw her and you're looking at her.
I gave her a bit of a wave, and good morning, hello, waiting for the carriage.
Oh,
My name is Ergo. I assume you're coming with us.
I suppose. My name is Mildred. Mildred. 2 Ds. Mildred with 2 Ds. Ergo,
I get it.
That's unusual for a crab, I suppose.
It's more of an ant. As with the aesthetic I was going for. Helps me get around a bit. Being as great as I am, you might say.
I see. Which part is supposed to be the I don't know what definitive thorax, I suppose.
Well, there's no thorax quite yet. That's probably the next stage of development. This is really just the midsection. Well, actually, this would be the thorax. That's very good observed for you. Yes, this is really just a midsection part. I'm working on an idea for the back section for maybe carry some supplies.
I see. So the part we're missing is the head.
The head. No, well, we're missing the back still. We're the abdomen part. But the head, again, future development plans. Looking for a good artificer. You know one.
I look in my pocket. I don't believe I do.
All right. Well, maybe we'll find someone at the keep who could lead me in the good direction.
What about you?
All right, can I pause real quick? Andy, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, so just roll 20. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it set up, and it's just fighting me. It won't let me do anything, and then it froze up. And actually, it's freezing up again.
Well, I rolled your initiative for you, so you're up there.
He's probably suffering from the same issue that we were.
But I can keep rolling for you if it becomes a problem.
Rolling.
Okay, sorry. So as you guys are describing stuff, Quarter, do you have some sort of mount, or are you just walking down the road?
No, I'm just walking.
Okay, everybody at the bench can roll your perception, and Quarter can roll your perception.
Oh, 21.
Wow.
Nice.
The apple really
Sounds
helped
somebody
me out.
who's distracted him from his rotting food.
Oh, the sandwich was good. The apple was fine.
All right, Rumbledore, you notice something shiny walking from the west towards you. Quarter, you notice that you finally found this infernal bench that you might even be convinced was ensorcered to hide from you because you've been wandering around.
That sounds exactly like my character. I'm surprised I didn't just find any bench and then just decide this is the bench.
Luckily, there weren't other benches. But you would also have noticed, wait, if the bench is on this side of the road and the arrow is pointing that way, you've actually been walking east this whole time. Mildred,
So wait,
you don't.
am I walking the wrong way?
You were,
What he's trying to say is,
but it's fine. No one knows that. You just walk up to them to the bench. Do you want to describe yourself, Quarter?
I am just a little short for being a paladin. I'm relatively short for human size, and I am wearing brass-colored armor, so it is kind of obnoxiously shiny.
I love it.
Short for a paladin.
I am a little pale, and I have gray swept-back hair.
How old are you, Quarter?
I think I've got it as 36. I think is what I have it set as. I don't remember. But yeah, let's just go with 36. And I have a really stupid grin on my face.
Did we make the same character, just different class?
Positive.
Yeah, I think so, because my character is basically just a really, he's an encouraging idiot, but, his way of encouraging you is to hit you until you do the thing he wants you to do, but he does it with a smile on his face, so he thinks he's doing the right thing.
So you're gaslighting paladin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
do it. No, go on, do it.
Okay. Andy, roll your perception, or you want me to do it?
That's fine.
Andy's got eyes.
Jesus. Andy, you are trudging along the road. You're actually on the same side of the road as the bench, but you are in the woods. You are traveling through it because you feel more at home there, and no one can ambush you. So you see through the clearing a shiny Quarter. What kind of armor are you wearing? Brass. So you see a shiny brass knight standing around some other weird looking people, but they all seem to be waiting at the bus stop bench that you were looking for.
Okay.
Also, this bench can only sit 3 very regular sized people, and none of you. So I don't know who's actually sitting at it, but right now it's just Frumbledore.
Yep. I think the smell of me.
Yeah, I'm just standing next to the bench with my helmet underneath my arm.
Yes, I'm standing.
I'll just stand away from everyone.
You're gonna stay in the woods.
Yeah, I'll just come out one time.
Okay. roll your stealth, and everybody else roll your perception. Ooh, Andy.
For God, I've been rolling like
All right.
Andy, what do you do to pass the time when you're just hiding in the woods while these guys are there? By the way, you're in the shade. They're not. It's a hot day.
I shouldn't even roll.
Well, I play the musical instrument of spoons, but I want to be quiet, so I just practice with some sticks.
Okie dokie. Even with disadvantage, nobody's heard or
Might
saw.
have been close.
Frumbledore, did you see the message I sent you?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna look around. Obviously, I see the sign now. I'm gonna look around. Is there? And there's nothing around us, right? Like, there's no like town or anywhere we can probably.
You notice that there must have been a lot of people who have waited at this bench before, so there's kind of it looks as if people have built a campfire in the same spot over and over again nearby.
Okay. Guys. Just letting you know that there's not gonna be a cart coming through here today. We missed it.
Balderdash.
Yeah. And I point out the sign that says that the bus schedule is right there. Well, the cart schedule, I guess.
He pulls there's a bush next to the bench, and he pulls it out of the way. It had overgrown over part of the sign.
If you guys want to just hang out with me tonight, we can just hang out here.
Well, I guess I don't see how much we have much choice.
Yeah.
We must remind them that they need to get a good gardener out here.
Mention, I was thinking it would be funny if you have kind of a umbrella arm that can come out to shade you.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
But your umbrella arm is also made of like a crystal material, so that's how you get your charge for your chair. It's kind of like a solar power. Okay. If you guys want, now that you know what's happening, you can sit around the campfire or make your own campfire.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that everybody can roll their history if you want to know that essentially you're gonna want to wait for this cart because it is far away.
I would like to. I take my hammer out and I smash the bush that's surrounding the bus stop sign into oblivion. Just like smash it into the dirt so it's not blocking the sign anymore.
That's not a problem. Andy, you hear a big slam and stomp, and you see the brass knight is for some reason beating the shit out of a bush.
It's for the greater good.
You also see them starting to gather some wood and stuff around them, and they're building a camp.
Look, I've got plenty of wood over here.
That's true. That's true. You've done your part, Quarter.
Inadvertently.
All right, someone who's going to start the fire, roll your survival.
I'm staying away from that, by the way.
I'll try because I'm just used to being orcish and people making me do shit.
Okay. Yep. You start. It takes you a little while, but you start a fire, and as long as you guys keep adding wood to it throughout the night, you'll be fine. Do you guys want to take this opportunity to get to know each other?
Well, it sounds like we're going to be here for some time. Might as well.
In basic bitch fashion, I take a twig and I shave all the little pokey edges off because I'm going to stick a marshmallow in the campfire, but it has to be the most beautiful marshmallow twig you've ever seen.
Okay. Just a reminder, unless there's some reason, you all would have come with some sort of expensive or rare book because that is the only way to get into CandleKeep. So you'll all have to add that to your inventory. And it can be, whatever, it could be something that the person who sent you on this quest gave you, or it could be something you had already, or something you got on the way. But that's one thing you guys could all bring up. But I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, but you guys can keep talking and get to know each other.
All right. Ouch. Microsoft, thanks for giving me a warning and blaring my ears out. All right. Did you guys know what I look like? I didn't get to describe my character, did I?
Nope.
All right. So I look like Gollum, but with black fingertips, with long black hair, really diseased and stuff like that.
Oh.
I stink a little bit, like rotten flesh.
Are you wearing just a loincloth?
No, I'm in full clothes. I'm in full attire, but I just have the same posture. Not the same posture, but I'm very slumped forward.
So eating the spoiled mayonnaise sandwich was definitely on point.
Oh, well, I think you missed the part where everything I touch that I'm eating turns rotten.
Ugh.
So that just happens, yeah. So it wasn't necessarily that it was a bad sandwich. It was just but yeah, I have jet black eyes, and it's like kind of like through the eyelids, you kind of see it's like almost like it's almost like the veins near my eyelids are like kind of like there's like black stuff in there too.
Ooh.
I look but I'm always smiley. I'm having a great time. Always
What?
smile on my face.
Sorry.
I look over at Michael of Cortland and I go, I like whisper, cast.
Cursed? What curse?
Yeah, you guys can talk about why you are going to the CandleKeep.
Can or cannot?
You can.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, I'll start. So if you guys haven't quite gotten it, I'm a rather obese elf. Thank you to whoever rolled that for me. And I'm riding a machine that lets me get around that looks like the legs of an ant, but just the middle section for now, and with a little canopy. Anyway, I assume we're all here to beat someone at the CandleKeep. What brings you good folk here?
I believe same as all of you. I know sent by my village elders. They needed me to rescue the crops, the cattle, everything. So naturally, they sent the most intelligent half orc, to, they bequeathed me this quest to find the book to restore all.
With her, Stephanie, do you have tusks or any other orc?
I do. They stick out of my bottom lips a little bit. That's why I talk weird. But don't you say anything about it. I will be very upset.
Okay. You guys all heard her say beef queefed.
Excuse me?
They beef queefed me this quest.
Queef.
So you guys, I'm sorry. So Stephanie brings up her land being cursed, and it sounds really familiar to all of you.
Wait, are all of our lands cursed?
Yep, that's the premise of this game. Is you were all sent on a quest to find the same wizard. You just don't know it yet. But this is when you guys could talk about it.
Well, the lands of my family have experienced the same thing, and I'm here on the same quest. How ironic!
Interesting.
Next. Yeah.
My overlord sent me here to find a lost relic.
And what will this relic do for you, good sir?
I have no idea.
What should you do with their lands or your cattle?
I don't spend much time outside the monastery.
But you do eat the food, I assume.
Yes, I love food.
Okay.
Has
there been less of it lately?
Maybe he is just the most expendable one of his village. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
I've been called that before.
Can someone ask Quarter what the name of the artifact is?
Yeah. What is this artifact you seek?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Quarter,
They
you
told me I
barrel
would know
of
when I
knowledge.
saw it.
Quarter, you would know. It's a book.
It's a book. I'm remembering now. There's pictures in my mind.
Called The Joy of Extra Dimensional Space.
It's the book of the joy of extra-dimensional space.
I've heard of this book.
I haven't.
Well, it might be a good read, but maybe not for you.
Probably not. I don't read often.
I could tell.
He's
Why
brutal.
do I always play a moron? Like,
Readings for nerds.
You know,
Oh my
it's like writing. You write what you know.
oh man, it's just, I'm just bringing it from real life. That's all, making it real.
Aw.
Does your armor have
Anyway, you big dumb lug.
Quarter? Does your armor have cum gutters like dented into it?
Oh god.
No, it does not. Sadly,
Not
right now it's only chainmail, but I'm going to fix that. As soon as I get the opportunity to, I'm going to get plate mail.
All right. Andy, it is getting dark now, and it looks like no one's sitting at the bench. They're all just at this campfire talking.
Okay. Are they cooking food at all?
Sure.
Mildred is making marshmallows. I don't know if anyone else is. It is
I'm
dinner
sorry,
time.
some rations I could share. Maybe some more apples.
Yes, they're cooking, Andy.
I'll go sit on the bench.
Smell
See if
this.
I can
Smell
listen
this.
into them talking.
Okay, everybody except Andy, roll your perception.
Big money. There you go, 18.
God damn, man. My perception rolls are literally the worst. They are always so bad.
You
That's right,
didn't.
they'll
You
shine when
didn't.
it's attacks.
You didn't even choose to be proficient in it, so that
I
would.
couldn't. It wasn't any. It wasn't part of
Oh.
any of my things. It wasn't part of my background or anything. So I didn't really have a choice.
None of you noticed Andy sitting on the bench just listening in on a conversation.
Even with an 18?
Really? Is that good, huh?
What? Really?
There's a 22 on his stealth.
Holy shit.
Fuck. That's right, okay.
He's good.
Damn. Alright, well I'm like sitting far away from the fire. I'm just looking up at the sky. enjoying the view.
There's a lot of stars.
Oh, I'm enjoying it for real.
So one by one, you guys realize that all of your lands are cursed, and Andy, you would hear them talking about that as well, and realize that that's why you're here too. So maybe this curse is much bigger than just one small area like you thought.
All right.
He just shouts, "My lands are cursed too." Like, what?
Okay. I walk up to the campfire, but like from the shadows, just stand right next to someone.
Who do you stand next to?
I'll stand next to Argo.
Okay.
You just appear, or do you say anything?
No, I just appear, start warming my hands.
Do I see him at this point?
Yeah, once he's up next to you at the fire.
Oh Jesus! Don't do that. Where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. I was just listening to you guys and figured I'd come over and let you know that my lands have been plagued too.
Okay, and this is how you choose to tell us.
Yeah,
A
figured it's a
hello.
bigger picture.
A hello usually suffices. Greetings would even work.
You can describe yourself now, Andy, now that they can see you.
So I'm about almost middle-aged man. Got a really rough beard going on. My hair is very shaggy. I probably just walked through the woods. Just, didn't decide to comb my hair at all. My eyes are kind of like this golden brown. Like it's just something that you have to look at kind of when you're talking to me. Yeah, but they generally really don't care. But floats your boat. And this is floating my boat.
Are you a human?
I am a human.
Human. That means you must like these. And I thrust a very nicely carved and clean-shaven marshmallow stick at him.
What the fuck?
Sorry, you challenging me to a duel or giving me a stick?
Marshmallow stick.
No, thank you.
Really, they're quite delicious.
I've
yourself.
had it.
Oh, yep. Here you go. And I'm staring at him, just like making sure that he's enjoying, like a little bit creepily, just like need to know that the thing I made is being appreciated and enjoyed.
I lie and I say that I like it.
My, with stunning eyes.
Thanks.
Stephanie, what are you exactly?
Half work.
Okay.
Which half?
The brain half, probably?
The left.
So the bottom half. Always say the bottom half.
Oh yeah, but okay.
That's what
Yeah,
the horns are.
Yep.
Bottom half.
Dirty joke. Never mind. It's okay.
Too late, I missed it.
Which one of you is the biggest drinker?
Legally, I'm not allowed.
There's no legal age in this land.
It's not what my dad says.
I mean, I'll throw my name in the hat if somebody else wants to roll against me. I don't know. Do a D20. Lowest is the alcoholic of the group.
You don't
I think that's awesome.
just have to be someone who appreciates a good drink.
But I'm sure I could imbibe a few for enjoyment purposes.
Okay, Quarter and Ergo, roll your. Okay, that works.
Did
And
it.
Stephanie. All right. Well, fine. Stephanie started it, so you, Ergo and Michael roll too.
Just a D20.
Yep.
Oh no, Andy.
Oh,
All right, Andy. Roll a perception check with advantage. What'd you get?
19.
Oh, nice. As you cozy up to the fireplace, it's kind of loose dirt and sand around this from all the many fireplaces that have been made here. You you feel your boots bump something hard under the loose dirt.
Bend down and I dig it out. Brush
It
off.
seems to be a large jug of ale with what looks like an infinity symbol on it.
Oh no!
Pop it open and give it a sniff.
It smells like mystery.
All right. I walk back over to the fire.
Oh, you're still there. This was at the fireplace. It was like buried and next to the fire.
Oh, okay. Well, look at what I got here. Anyone fancy for a drink?
Sure.
Of course, I've never put anything in my mouth I couldn't handle.
I'm game.
Oh my god.
You and I are gonna have a good chat.
You are a better man than I.
Okay, Andy, you, because you're such a drinker, apparently, you pull out a glass for everybody, like a clay cup for everybody.
I'm lucky, jealous.
Okay, so Andy, you want to give a toast before everyone drinks?
Well, I gotta say, you all look like fine people. And may this drink and here on out carry you through life and your adventures safely and smoothly.
Cheers.
I'll drink to that.
All right. I'm just gonna use your turn orders that are already there, except starting with Andy. Roll a 1d1000.
Fuck.
Oh, and Andy, it's up to you. Are these shot glasses, regular cups, or large cups?
They're double shots.
Ooh.
Say that again.
It's a double shot, but the cup is a little bit wider, so you think it's just one shot, but
Okay. Then you're gonna roll twice. 2d1000.
Two separate 1d1000, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought we'd start this adventure off right.
No shit. What are you doing, Cat?
One.
What was that sound?
No, Andy. Well, I mean, I guess that worked. I'll just take those two numbers. 974.
Oh, should we all do it like that? That looks pretty easy.
One of my neighbors just threw up outside.
Ooh.
Has he had too much grog?
I don't know. All I heard is
Do we all roll now? Or we're taking turns?
Andy, pick one of your. You have first level spells, right? Oh, no, you don't have spells.
Yeah.
You need to roll again one time then, because this only affects spellcasters.
all right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write this one down, and it's gonna be a surprise when it happens. Oh, tell me if this is too hard to roleplay, but it says the only male name the PC is able to pronounce is Gary.
Wait, who rolled that?
If you don't want to deal with that, Andy, you can roll again.
Just calls everybody Gary.
Gary. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, then put it in your character.
All right.
And it's only males. It's just only guy names. Everyone's Gary. Okay. Next up is Ergo.
Yo.
407.
Yeah, 823.
Your first one is any facial hair that you have becomes sentient.
Oh my god.
That's actually pretty awesome.
I regret because I don't know where this is gonna go.
Okay.
823 was your second one?
Yep.
Your presence causes animals to sing within 30 feet of you.
These are great.
Never had these ones. All right. Next up is Frumbledore. Do you have facial hair right now, Ergo, or no?
I did not, so maybe in the future.
Okay.
I did not choose to drink alcohol or the grog or whatever, so.
Oh, too bad.
Damn it. Alright, hold on.
You can drink if you want. You can change your mind.
No, I'm good. Like, I'd rather not anyway.
Mildred.
Yo.
Oh, 610 is roll again. You gain the ability to cook the new effect into a meal.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your new number?
997.
997.
Yep.
You become best friends with an epic wizard that only comes around to ask for loans of money to fund their crazy ideas.
So if you kill him and cook him?
No. So you're gonna cook something it's gonna smell so good he's gonna come up and be your best friend. So he always wants your cooking and your money.
Hey, can you spot me 5, please? Like, no.
And your
That's
other
like-
roll was 7.
No, it should always be like every time she cooks, he appears and says, "Oh my God, this is so fantastic! We should open a restaurant. Just give me 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll get it all started."
722 is all fire that burns within 30 feet of you turns to the color of your choice.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Andy mentioned
Indigo.
Stephanie Quarter. Okay. 310. Roll again. Effect can be alchemized into a salve.
Oh.
153. Oh, God. This is a salve? Okay, you've made a Dr. Jekyll salve. Whenever the PC hears the laughter of children, they painfully transform into a troll and revert back when struck.
What?
You have that as a cream, I guess. So it only happens when you're using your salve.
Interesting. Do I need to roll 2, by the way?
Yep, you need one more because the first 2 were just one roll.
Okie dokie.
Quarter, did you roll for how much money you're supposed to have, or does it say it in your background?
No, I just took the standard starting equipment.
But how much money did you start with?
I started with nothing.
Okay, then roll one more time, please. Sorry, because this affects your money. 224. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, this would have been good for Andy. PC can shoot any thin, elongated object as an arrow. PC takes -4 to attack bonus when using them. But basically, anything that's shaped like an arrow, you can use as an arrow.
That's mine?
Yep.
I don't even use a bow.
Long, skinny things. Got some
So
like really long pole beams. Would that work?
so you guys are
I mean, theoretically, I could use swords.
you could use rapiers, you could use quills. The pen was mightier. You guys are all a little nervous because the fate of your villages all rest in your hands, as well as none of you have been to Candlekeep before. So maybe you want to talk about or roll history, or everyone can roll one thing, either insight, history, arcana, religion, investigation, like anything you want to roll to help you guys try to think of, what you know about this place and what might help if you all talk about it together.
I rolled a 23 Arcana.
I see that.
Bam.
I'm gonna go with history. Boo.
Which one am I Arcana. 19.
Ooh.
It's like you guys aren't even trying.
I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
Stephanie, with your arcana, you would know that no one has ever successfully stolen a book from Candlekeep, but that doesn't mean it's impossible.
Hmm.
You also know that the closest anyone came to destroying the castle, the Candlekeep, is a long time ago. A silver dragon broke through the magical barriers and almost burned the whole place down.
Oops, sorry.
Before it was captured by the first reader, which is, I believe, is the first reader is the name of the whoever's currently running the keep.
Dragon.
Huh?
Silver dragon.
Yep.
That was burnt it down.
And that first reader bound it to the dungeon and protects the secret tunnels under the keep.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless
Bless you.
you.
You only get one more, so be careful.
Yep.
I know, fucking leprechaun too.
Frumbledore, your role, what kind of stuff would you be trying to think of or figure out? I've got information on the people that run it. I've got information on the defenses. I've got information on the locations within the keep.
I'd probably for the location of the object. I think that's probably the information that I'd probably have been informed, at least the majority of it. Like that I think that would be like the information that my god would probably help me out with.
You would know. I think your god would have told you about a secret shrine within CandleKeep that you could communicate with her at once you get inside. And you would remember where it is. You would know that you're not going to find any answers unless you can get past the green gate, which is the magical barrier past the first. You guys can see the map, right?
Yes.
The Emerald Door is what it's called. It's right here.
I see that right there.
So there's a big open area where everybody's going to get to go. There's the Temple of Agma, a granary, smithy. This is all open area. Like you get in here pretty easily. But you do have to present your book at the main gatehouse entrance. Once you do that, you get in here, but then you actually give the book up to get through the Emerald Door.
Okay, so entrance here, and then Emerald Door here.
Okay. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about or do before you go to bed?
Nope. Anybody else?
I'm good.
Nope.
Okay.
I just walked back out into the woods.
What? Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody roll your perception with disadvantage.
Ooh, why would you do that?
What's the disadvantage from?
Being asleep.
Oh,
No.
fair enough.
Before this perception roll, Andy, when you went out into the forest, did you sit down?
I leaned against a tree.
Okay. And you fell asleep just leaning against a tree?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so 11, 9, 16 for 12 for Mildred. Mildred, you hear horses kind of milling and stomping about near you, and you open your eyes and you see the carriage is waiting for you guys, and the carriage driver has a big, large purple top hat, and he is looking at a pocket watch, and he is harumping to himself, like, cannot believe I'm waiting for these people.
Hup, hup, chop, 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 chop. Awaken. The chariot is here. Run.
Everybody would have heard the big half-orc yelling that.
No time to dilly-daddle. Let's go.
We haven't even had second breakfast yet.
What toads?
Just for that, no more marshmallows for you. Let's go.
I dust myself off and get up.
Oh, fine. I hop on my thorax and make way.
That's so gross.
Can I already be on it?
Andy, you're gonna be on last. You went out in the woods.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not a bad thing. It's just you're getting there last. So you when you mention when you bring your thorax up to the cart, the driver just looks at you and sighs and goes, "Oh, can you get that on the roof or what? Like, do you expect me to lift this?"
Well, you are the carriage driver. You tell me.
I mean, can you at least get out of it?
Well, I suppose I would move things along. Sure.
He tries to lift it, and he goes, "Oh, my back! Oh, fuck! I can't. Nope. What? This isn't gonna work." Mention you would know that you could just climb this thing up the side of the carriage and leave it on the roof.
All right, I'll do that.
Oh, so that was an option this whole time. Great, cool.
I assume it would have like some kind of a button that would fold. The legs would fold under something more compact.
Sure. I was kind of imagining they would just be gripping the sides of the.
Or it could grip the sides. Yeah.
The carriage is pretty big. It's not like a 4-seater. It's like pretty long, so there's room for multiple people. You are the only people there. They hadn't picked up anyone else on the way. Andy, when you come in and sit down on your spot, the whole carriage suddenly grows wings and starts floating. And the driver goes, "What the fuck?"
Sorry, Gary.
He goes, what is happened? What is my cart? My cart has. How does my cart have wings? And that's what you rolled for, Andy. Is the next thing you sit on can fly. And actually the thing just starts floating up, and the driver jumps on, and the horses are starting to get kind of dragged along the ground, and the guy has to cut the reins, and then somehow he just flicking his whip is making the cart seems to just be listening to him, and he goes, "Okay, I guess we're going," and you guys just start flying down the road, and you're actually making really good time. You guys are going to get there much earlier than expected now.
Baby girl.
Welcome.
Well, this is going to be quite an adventure.
I don't. I guess everyone roll your Constitution to see if you get airsick.
Oh, God.
Oh, Constitution save or just
Yeah, Constitution save.
okay. Ooh, holy
Ooh.
shit!
All right.
I might need a window seat here, folks.
I mean, I got a 12. It's not like that much better.
I mean, if no, you're anything over 10 is fine.
Okay.
Happy the time of my life.
I just got a Twitter alert that there was multiple people killed in a shooting in Colorado just now.
Oh,
What
shit.
the fuck?
So that's shitty.
That really sucks.
Okay, so you're not feeling great, ergo you've been puking this whole ride. But you are also the first to see the CandleKeep in the distance.
Look, folks. There it is. Let me clean up. I better clean up my chin. I might want to grow a beard here.
It's a good thing you didn't have the beard.
Yeah, right. But he'd be talking back to me.
CandleKeep stands on a volcanic crag 100 feet or so from the coastline, a flat-topped spurt of rough stone out in midst of a surging sea. Imagine, if you can, the top of this crag hemmed entirely by a tall wall. This wall is interrupted by several towers all the way around, and it encloses a large space from which even more of these same towers rise. Those who have seen this vista from above have said that it looks like nothing so much as a cake decorated with too many candles. The mist of sea spray fills the air near the western walls, and in winter the moisture can cause the treacherous buildup of ice. This is not winter, this is summer right now. Sometimes entire towers along the western edge of the keep have to be abandoned for the season. They become so overtaken by frost. So none of that matters right now. You guys see that it looks beautiful. It looks very pristine. Everyone can roll your perception if you want to notice any more details. Sin and Frumbledore.
Yeah, I'll roll again. Ooh. Never mind.
You guys notice that birds seem to flock all around. There seems to be just in the briefest moments, you can kind of see a shimmer, almost as if a dome of magic encircles the keep.
Hmm.
The guide starts talking to you guys in almost like, I've done this too many times, and he goes, "Welcome to CandleKeep. It's the largest repository of lore and writings in all the realms. It was once home to the great prophet Alondo the seer, and within its walls were written the prophecies of Alondo. Its vaults, it is said, contain hidden knowledge, enough to make any person with the ability to discover and absorb it all powerful, beyond compare.
I'm excited.
I mean, yeah.
This is quite titillating.
How many
Please remember, the price of admission is the donation of a work of writing not already in the possession of CandleKeep. I only stick around for an hour, so try to figure your shit out, because a lot of people show up and they brought a duplicate and they don't get in. And then they complain that they got to wait another day for me to show up.
Interesting.
If any of you have any kind of scholarly backgrounds, you would know that sometimes they don't take this entrance gift. Like if you had some sort of contact, like if you were already in a scholarly world, you might be able to get through without doing it.
The sky isn't really blue.
That means this book is special. They'll have to let me in.
It's funny because sometimes they will take a duplicate book if the notes inside it are unique.
Oh.
Haha.
I make a small prayer to Raven Queen and hope for guidance.
The great double gate of Candlekeep is 3 times the height of a human, and wrought with a strange black metal that seems to repel lightning and to be immune to magical divinations. According to at least one wizard I've accompanied here, both okay. Also those large gates, the front gate, have the Candlekeep emblem, which is a castle and flame sigil. Everybody roll your perception. Again, sorry. This is for new information.
11. Because it rhymed with again.
Yes.
Ooh. Shiitake.
Sin, the window you're looking out, there's just a seagull gliding alongside the thing, just looking super confused as what is happening, and you're just looking at it super confused.
What are you?
Everyone else would notice that there are men in purple robes, like really, really waving at you guys to stop. And you're up higher than the walls. You're about to breach the walls, your bus driver is just like, I'm trying to figure out how to land this thing. Jeez. Down, boy. And he goes,
pulling on the reins.
He goes, I don't understand the problem. Like, I always.
How high are we in the air?
Like 30 feet, 25 feet.
No, you are like 50 feet in the air.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you said the wall is 3 times the height of a human, and so we're above it.
You guys are going above the wall.
Gotcha.
You guys all have one, I guess. Ergo, Frumbledore, you hear on the wind one of the guys in the purple robes going, "You can't fly in here!" And I guess I'll give Frumbledore, Ergo, and Michael, anything you can think of to help this guy try to land this thing.
Well, we might have to
Can't
cut the
fly
wings
in
off.
here. Not with that attitude, we can't.
So Michael does not help.
Of course not. If I do help, it's going to be I'm going to hit the wings with a hammer, and I haven't decided if I want to do that yet.
Okay, Ergo.
Yeah, can we roll perception to think of if we have or insight for an idea?
I stand up.
No. You got a 1. Sin, you're not part of this. Frumbledore, you can roll an insight, and Ergo, you can roll an insight if you want.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Not working so well.
Did either of you
I'm-
roll good on the last one? Trumbledore. Oh yeah, you guys rolled good on the last one too. No, but you didn't roll good enough here. It seems fine. You're gonna land in the big court that's wide open. It should be fine.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, once you guys hit that shimmering wall that some of you noticed, the cart wings immediately seize up like it's having a stroke, and you start plummeting to the ground.
Okay.
What's going on?
This has gotten quite exciting.
Roll to not die.
All of
What's that
us?
roll?
Survival?
I would say either your acrobatics or athletics, whichever one will help you roll out of this.
Let's go for it. Oh, there it is.
Woo! Cue the American Gladiator music.
So this is totally random because who knew that we were going to do grog and that Andy was going to make your cart fly, but it specifically says you cannot fly over these walls. You will crash. So I'm glad we got a way to immediately implement that. Quarter roll a 1d8. Sin roll a 1d10. Mildred, do not roll anything. You leaped out of the cart at the exact right moment and rolled onto the. You landed in a pile of hay for the horses. Frumbledore, you landed in the pile of manure next to the pile of hay.
I'm enjoying it.
What about Michael?
But Frumbledore, you would roll a 1d8 too.
Frumbledore.
Wait.
1d8.
Huh?
Wouldn't that mean that the poop would become rotten? So it'd be rotten poop?
Yep.
So, all right. So that's how much damage you guys took. Ergo, do you have? Don't you have a spell that would help you with this?
Do I have a spell that would help me with falling out of a carriage?
I gave
No.
you one. I don't know if you changed it.
No, I didn't change anything. You,
Then you should have Featherfall.
I don't have Featherfall.
I thought we gave him Featherfall. I thought that's
No,
one of the.
You gave me Hideous Laughter and Thunderwave.
Oh,
That's right. Because we thought it'd be
Thunderwave is
funnier.
out.
Shit.
Good job,
Those will-
guys.
I would let you cast Thunderwave to stop your momentum.
All right, I'll do it.
Let's see. Frumbledore, Mildred, Michael, all cleared. Sin cleared. Yeah, okay, so you don't hit anybody
I was wondering that.
in your group of travelers. I am gonna roll pick a number between 1 and 2.
2.
Okay, so you did not hit the driver either.
Good. Good
You-
for him.
The driver actually was sitting on the outside, so he had the best view for where to land safely. The right before the cart crashes, do you want to talk about how you cast spells? Because this is the first
Oh
time.
yeah. So I pull out my quill and I quickly draw in the air a picture of a thundercloud with a lightning strike, and it glows in the air for a moment, and then the spell is cast.
Yes, and so the entire what seemed to be sentient living cart now explodes from the inside into a million shards of wood and feathers and blood.
Oh.
And you kind of halt your whole not velocity, your whole trajectory, and land on your feet like you planned everything. And your metal wheelchair just lands on its feet next to you.
You did give me the opportunity to scream, to fall on my butt and scream my legs, and go, they're useless anyway.
We can totally do that if you want. I was.
It ruins the surprise if you got to explain it.
Well, I'm sorry. I win with the cooler thing because you used one of your spell slots.
Yeah. That's cool.
Immediately there are guards coming to encircle all of you. There are men in purple robes who are going, "What is the meaning of this?" And the bus driver comes out and he goes, whoa, cool your tits, guys, it's me. And the head of the purple guys goes, "God damn it, Balthazar, what are you doing?" And he goes, "It's not my fault. One of these clowns enchanted the cart and I couldn't figure out how to make it land, but we're all okay. So, you're welcome. Delivered." So who's going to reimburse me for the cart is my...
Well, for one, I don't know who you think enchanted said carriage, but certainly it couldn't have been one of us.
Roll your insight real quick.
I'm probably lying.
You would... Fuck. Yep, go ahead and lie. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, is there... I don't know if anyone here has such powers to create wings for an inanimate object. That seems quite... An experienced spellcaster might be able to have to do that.
He says as he crawls into his enchanted wheelchair.
I bought this from a friend.
It was a gift.
It was a gift, Would roll a little persuasion?
No, it doesn't work.
Okay.
The purple monks, they say, Balthazar, did any of them cause trouble? And Balthazar says, I mean, they annoyed the shit out of me, but most of them do. So, no. One of the purple monks goes, okay, then we shall start over. If you'll accompany, please, good folks, we will see to your wounds and do this the way of the keep.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. The guards kind of follow you guys to make sure no more shenanigans happen. They lead you out the front door, and there are some tables, so they have you just sit down, and they have a couple what looks like lower level clergy come out and start bandaging some of your wounds. They're not using magic, but they are using medicine. So if everyone who got hurt, if you want to roll a 1d4 plus 2 as if that's what they heal you for.
Well, who was hurt?
Everyone who I had roll a dice. So
Oh.
Michael took 7 damage, Sin took 8, and Frumbledore took 5.
I'm pretty much dead. It said 1d4 or 1d4 plus 2.
Yep.
This is 1d4. There you go.
Yeah. So one of the purple robed guys is trying to talk to you about how highly irregular this all is, but also not sure whose fault it is. So he's just like, let's just start over. Let's just call this a fluke, and now we're gonna do things the right way. And as he's saying that, one of the interns resets Frumbledore's arm that had popped out of its socket.
Okay.
Okay, so what you guys would know is there are 5 of these guys in purple robes. They are priests of Denier, and they are called the Avowed, and they oversee the front gates. So these are the people you would present your offerings to if you wanted to legally enter the CandleKeep.
Well, I think that's what we're here for.
Yeah. So let's have you guys re-roll your turn order.
Wait. Did it not go through?
It doesn't seem like you had your token clicked.
I did though. That's alright. Hold on. I had a roll. I rolled a 1 plus 3, so I had a 4. I'll roll again, so that way it should be up there, and you can just change it to a 4.
Sure.
I gotta go to bed anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I hope you had fun.
I did. It was fun.
I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna actually put this video up so that you can see what you missed and Josh can see as well.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, so who is first? Looks like Frumbledore. Wait,
Who just left.
He just left. Okay, never mind. Dumbledore takes his poop-covered self up to the purple-robed priest, and he digs in his pack, and he pulls out in what looks like an ancient tomb, and worms start falling out of it, and the priests are just like, oh, okay. And they like daintily take it from him, like touching it as little as possible. And one of them looks at it and goes, oh my, you're really willing to part with this? And Frumbledore just goes, yeah, sure. And they just wave him in. They give him a sealed envelope that's glowing kind of green. And they go, before you are allowed in the keep, you must take a bath. We cannot allow you contaminating any books. And he goes, okay. And so he heads off to go find a bath.
Excellent.
And then a runner comes and takes the book from the head priest. Next up, Ergo. What does Tita mean in parentheses?
Oh, that's Elvish for tiny.
Okay.
That's what my Elvish friends call me, Tiny. I go up to the priest. Good morning, sir. I present to you my offering. Please accept this rare book I've got on my travels. It's a book of Ancora poetry by the elder Salik Winborn. Quite scintillating reading, if you can read in ancient Ancorish, of course.
The priest takes your book quite reverently. He can tell immediately that this is a very valuable book, and he's treating it with respect. He checks the inside and he looks through it, and mention out of character, this is an authentic book, right? This isn't anything weird.
I just made it up on the fly.
No, it sounds perfect, but I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
meant like you're not trying to fool them or anything. Like you're
Oh,
actually
no,
just
no.
giving-
I'm a scholar.
Okay. I'm just making sure. And
It's a mimic.
the priest goes, and you are all traveling together?
Yes. My new companions. We all seem to be on the same quest.
Okay. Well, then maybe I can just assign you all a guide to help you once you make it, if you all make it through the gate.
That sounds quite good.
If you'll have a seat, or I guess you already have a seat, but if you'll just stand to the side, sir, we must just check on the authenticity of the book and make sure that we don't already have this.
By all means, please.
He gives it to a runner who just is literally a runner. It's just a young boy, and he just sprints towards the Emerald Gate. He goes through the gate, the black iron gate that you guys want to get through, all the way through that courtyard of air, straight to the green gate where they let him through, and he presumably goes to see someone higher up the chain who knows more about this book. While you're waiting, Sin, do you want to present your book?
Yes.
Also, I don't see Stephanie on the list.
Remember?
I don't see your initiative.
It's a 7.
All right. Sin, what book are you offering the Purple Robe Priest?
So I started digging in a big pouch I have, and I pull out this thing that's wrapped quite a couple times. So I'm just, unwrapping it. I'm just give me a second. Unwrapping
by
this.
the way, the head of the keep is called Keeper of Tomes. I was wrong. The first reader is like his second in command.
Gary, got it. So actually, I hand him a rather large skull, and I tell him, if you have a candle, stick it up in there.
Okay. He procures a candle very easily and puts it inside the skull.
As the candle goes into the skull, it lights up, and there's just writings all over it. It's completely covered in writings.
Oh, wow. What language is it in?
I think it might be dragon. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you just make it up. I mean, not lie, but I mean, you tell me what it is, and that's what it is. It's fine.
No, it's dragon.
Okay. This one of the purple-robed men says, "Kalen, I think this is something that the keeper would want to know about." And apparently the gate warden that has been speaking to all of you, his name is Kalen, and he says, "I believe you're right. Take this yourself. Do not trust a runner with it." And so now there are only 4 gate wardens here. And he bows to you, Sin, and he says, "Please, Master Fighter, please just be patient, and we will get back to you soon." Mildred, it's your turn.
I pull out a velvet pouch that has lots of intricate beading on it that I made myself. And I pull out this it looks like a leather book, but then when they see it up close, they realize that all of the pages are actual, like, leather from faces.
Okay.
And it's written in giant. So they're basically just stretched out face leather book in giant.
So the Kalen takes your book, and he
there are none like it because there are no two like it.
Kalen goes, "Well, you're literally right, but how did you come across a copy of the Necronomicon?"
It's the giant Necronomicon.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you should ask. Just my father was a great diplomat with some sky giants, and they owed him.
Well, the keep thanks you for bringing this dangerous book to us. We will guard it so that others cannot abuse it.
Of course.
Now, if you'll wait with your friends, we have one more book to get from this valiant brass knight.
The most valiant.
And the brassiest.
I love the notes.
So what do you have to offer us, brave knight?
I have a book from my order, and it contains a secret. And then I also have a note that they told me to give you, and specifically told me not to open it.
Okay.
So I hand them the book and the note.
All right. He looks in the book first. What book is it, and what secret did you write?
So I don't know what book it is, but I'm pretending that it's actually a book that's worth some kind of thing from my order. The secret that I wrote in there is that I wrote it in Celestial, and it says that Michael of Cortland is awesome. And the rest of the book is written in, we'll say Deep Speak, because I don't know how to read that. And the note is also written in a language that I don't understand, and it specifically says, "We will give you this rare book. Please take him off our hands."
Okay, the guy looks at your note and kind of chuckles, and then he opens the letter, and then he looks at you weirdly, and you
Yes,
see
I know. Impressive, isn't it?
he also seems to pull out some paper money from that note and puts it in his robe, and then he goes, "All right, well, just give our runners a minute to confirm," and he hands the book to another young kid.
I mean, I trust everything will be fine. The Order is it's a group of very fantastic people, much like myself.
What's the name of your order?
It's the Order.
Can I get you guys some water?
I've never had water that I couldn't drink. I'd love some.
Thank you kindly. Yes.
I'm starting to get the note.
I am so sorry, guys. This. I genuinely rolled for a couple of different characters that I had, and this was the one that got rolled. And it was the only one that was kind of a dumbass out of all of the other characters that I made.
But he's a proud dumbass, which is great.
He's a very proud dumbass.
Okay, so another runner that's not busy right now brings you guys jugs with water and cups, and I guess Andy's like, "No, I brought my own cups, thank you." And
this is lovely. Thank you.
and after about an hour, the purple wardens come to you guys, and Kalen says, "I'd like to formally invite all of you to cast CandleKeep," and he gives each of you a sealed letter with your that seem to kind of be glowing green. He says, "Do not open this letter until you attempt to pass through the green gate, the Emerald Gate." Who wants to roll for who's going to be your guide once you go inside?
Yeah.
All right, roll a 1d8. Hope you get number 8.
4.
Kalen says, on the other side of the Black Gate, you shall find Geralt Greystock, and he shall be your guide. And I wish you luck in this quest you all seem to have found yourself on. And I hope that CandleKeep holds the answers.
Oh, see, he's the guide for all of us. For some reason, I was thinking we each got one. Okay, got it.
Nope, that's why I said who wants to roll, as in, like, who's doing it for everybody.
Well, I'm sorry, you guys. Too late. We have Geralt. I guess you can call him Gary.
There are so many notes, so I'm sorry if I'm like.
No, it's fine.
Something.
This is easy for me. Anytime you mention a male's name, I'm just like Gary.
You know, the guy, Gary.
God.
God damn, there's just so many different windows I have open to do this. Chamber of Air. Okay. Oh, so also the guy goes, "Welcome, seekers." So you now have all earned the title Seeker because you're seekers of knowledge and have been allowed in. Visitors are instructed to cross the area and to stand before the Emerald Door, where another monk receives them, offers them food, baths, and sleeping quarters, and arranges for each to meet a monk who will help plan and supervise their visit. But I'm just doing one for all of you. So, do you guys just go straight to the Emerald Door? Or is there something else in the courtyard you need to do? When you get through the courtyard, you see that there's a bunch of like workers all trying to sweep up the bloody exploded parts of the carriage.
No, we should probably get on our way. Leave that behind us.
You find yourself in the Court of Air, this open area. It's called the Court of Air. It's a cobbled courtyard, mostly empty, containing neither tree nor well. Its southern wall is the southern wall of CandleKeep itself, with a number of fieldstone wrought buildings intended for visitors' use. I'm sorry, sometimes these sentences just look like they need a comma or something built along it. Nearest the western wall of the courtyard stand two buildings: the House of the Binder, a large temple of Agma with plenty of space to allow his faithful to camp and socialize, and the Baths, a public facility that draws water from the natural spring beneath the keep. Everybody roll your perception.
Let's see where Frumbledore went.
Stephanie gets advantage.
Fit.
Okay. You all know that's where Frumbledore went because people are exiting en masse from the bathhouse, still in their towels, holding their noses. On the other side of the baths is the Hearth, a great eating place and social hall for seekers, which has shrines to Denier, Gond, and Millil built into it. The Hearth connects to the House of Rest, a structure with 4 bunk rooms where seekers are assigned quarters upon their acceptance. Finally, next to the House of Rest and built upon the eastern wall of the courtyard are the stables, where mounts are housed and provisions for the length of a seeker's stay, and the granary. The northern edge of the Court of Air is made up of a wall into which are set 12 towers. These are the towers within which visitors are allowed to study. The famous Emerald Door stands in the western wall. Here, a keeper of the Emerald Door stands at all times, assisted by a small group of under-monks who act as messengers and runners. It is the keeper who officially welcomes newly arrived seekers and makes arrangements for their stay. Only this door leads deeper into the inner ward. The other towers have entrances onto the Court of Air, but don't have points of egress into the inner ward and thus the rest of the library. These court-facing towers in the north, called the necessariums by the monks, are the main places in which visitors can interact with the treasures of CandleKeep. They are honeycombed with reading rooms and small gathering chambers where monks may bring individual tomes to seekers to be read, and where seekers may consult with monks on further materials to enable their research. Despite being adjacent to other towers and having bridges to more distant ones, the chambers that guests can reach in the necessariums don't allow access to the rest of the keep. So if you guys are going straight to the Emerald Door, then you would see the gatekeeper and all his helpers. And he is just standing at the ready for whoever comes to him.
I'll go up.
Well, just to make it easier, can you guys all just go up?
Sure.
Okay.
Rolling up in
Are you the
style.
gatekeeper?
Are you the key master? Okay, so the keeper of the Emerald Door says, "Hello, seekers. I have been foretold of you, and that you were to be presented with a guide who is named Geralt, and he will be here quite shortly. Can you please present your invitations?" And he's asking for the green glowing envelopes you were given.
Hand it over.
Hand him over, yeah.
Okay. With each one of them, he the way that his official regal dress is he almost looks like Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy, but all green. And he sniffs each individual card before opening it, and then when he does open it, he reads each thing very intently, and then looks at each of you as he does it. Then he goes, "You may proceed," and the giant green gate opens just enough for you guys to get through.
Okay.
And he says, when you're done for the day, I'll have all of your lodgings and food and everything set up for you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Right on the other side of the door is Gareth Greystock, a 39-year-old dwarf scribe who cuts off others in mid-sentence and always seems to know what they want or need before they do.
Oh, hello. You must be Geralt.
Yes, I am!
Pleasure.
So I heard that you guys are seeking knowledge.
Yes, my name is Mildred, and these are my companions.
Hey.
Hello.
Good to meet you guys. What can I do you for?
Well, we seek knowledge.
This is the part where none of you wrote notes.
I don't know. I got it.
I
We're looking for a book.
Yes.
You guys are
Particular
actually
book.
you guys are looking for a person, and the book
Oh, that's
is
right.
just
I'm sorry. We're
related
looking
to it.
for Mateus. Atreus.
Matrius?
Right? That's the
Yep.
name.
Beatrice.
Give me a
And
second.
I was told to seek him out.
Oh, Matrius, that guy's a regular here. By the way, I forgot to tell you. So your first time ever at CandleKeep, they only let you stay for 10 days. But after that, the next time you come, they'll let you stay longer.
What is this, Mar-a-Lago?
So I can just walk out the gate and come back in, and you'll let me stay longer.
No, there's a month in between.
This is definitely Mar-a-Lago.
It is.
Matrix, you say. I'm there's a lot of notes I'm reading as we do this. So he rubs his scruffy beard and he says, Matrix, that I let me check something. And he goes over to there's like a visitor log, and he's just going through this huge tome, but he's going through it pretty quickly because he knows what he's looking for.
Somebody seems to know what they're looking for.
I am just trying to find the right. He goes, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right, yes, okay, follow me. And he just starts walking.
Okay.
Let's go.
And let me get you guys a description of what you see as you're following him. It's in one of my 800. I'm assuming you see lots of books.
No? On
Highly
TV? On the
likely.
screen?
No, I just mean like I'm being sarcastic because I can't find this description, but you're in a library, and I'm assuming there's a lot of books.
Yes.
Just a few.
It's so weird. So I can tell you some things I remember. As he's walking along, the dwarf is telling you guys some rules of the keep. He says, by the way, you cannot take any books out of the keep. Once they are part of our collection, they may never leave. You can pay for us to make copies of these books, though. And how much that costs varies on the rarity of the book and if there's any magical spells in it, or if it's some sort of, like the rarer it gets, the more expensive it gets. So it could be anywhere from 5 gold to 500,000 gold. No damaging books. No copying books. We do the copying here. And so Matrius, you guys say, that guy is always studying the joy of extra-dimensional spaces. You know what I'm saying? He will not put that thing down.
That's the book. That's the book. That's the one.
I'm looking for that one. I need that book. Tell me where it is.
I think we all need that book. So we'll find this Matrix and share the knowledge.
According to our laws, it's a little bit weird, but he checked in like 12 days ago and hasn't been seen since. So, the only thing I can do is bring you to where he's got a suite in here that he normally does all his research in. So hopefully he's there. Sometimes, these eggheads will just get lost forever, just in their own world reading. You know how that is. And he like nudges Quarter.
I mean, I love sweets. I'm actually quite hungry. If we could go there, and get this book at the same time, we could knock out 2 birds with one bush.
I like this guy, but no food's allowed in. Well, there must be food allowed in if they stay this long. So you just have to be careful not to get anything sticky on the pages.
I mean, that is considered damage.
What?
That is considered damage.
Yes, exactly. It's all part and parcel. Dupe, dupe, dupe. He leads you straight to this suite, and it's so weird. I can't find any of the things I'm looking for, but I know the general gist. You guys enter this room. It is everybody roll your perceptions.
Oh shit.
Oh, guys.
Wow.
How do we get?
Wow.
When I'm the high perception roller, the gang is in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Mildred and Ergo roll a 1d2.
Okay. No. 2. 2 twos.
Andy, you go through the door and you immediately stop. You are surveying the room with your trained fighter eye to make sure there's no danger when Mildred and Ergo did not see you stop, and they just slam into your back and knock you over, and you all just go sprawling into the room.
Whoopsie.
Michael, you walk in after them, completely unfazed. And
I just walk over top of them, literally.
That's fine. I already forgot this dwarf's name because I have so many tabs open. Did you guys write his name down?
Who, Gary?
Gary. Fine. He's just he's like, watch that first step. It's a doozy. And Michael, you will notice that there doesn't appear to be anyone in this room. There's like a bowl of fruit that seems to have gone bad. And there's a lot of books on this desk, but there's one open right in the center.
I look at the rotten fruit and then turn to what is his name? Chris's character.
He's not here.
Oh, he's not in the room with us?
No, he had to go take a bath.
What's his character's name, though?
Frumbledore.
Frumbledore? Well, it looks like Frumbledore's been here before. But nobody's here.
Nope.
Is this a trap, Gary? Why have you brought us to an empty room? And where are my sweets?
Geralt says that this is the SUITE, and I guess he's not here. I'll go check and see if anyone else has seen him. If you guys want to just look around, maybe there's a clue to where he went, but I'll be right back.
All right, I have to look at the book.
You get back in your chair and then look in the book.
Yes, I get back in my chair with my little legs.
Hold on, there's a roll for this. Roll your in either Arcana or History. You don't recognize the book.
Okay.
You start looking through some of the other books. Does anyone else check out the one that he just tossed to the side?
No, I'll grab a new one.
Ugh.
Fine, I'll take the tossed book.
Roll your Arcana or History.
14.
You keep a finger on where it had been left open, but you look at the cover and you recognize the gold filigree, ornately tooled leather, and the image is the bust of an imposing spellcaster who you recognize to be the legendary mage Morden Kanan.
Oh, this is it.
So this is the book that you were. Well, I feel like only one of you knew you were looking for the book, but you were all looking for the person who was supposed to be here. But yes, this is the book you were looking for. You're still looking for Matrius or some clue as to where he went.
I mean,
Let's search the room.
Stephanie, do you point out you? So you said, "Ooh, this is the book," so everyone knows now.
yep.
When you look through the book, there are scribbled notes. That's very hard to read. It's almost in his own personal shorthand. Anyone who wants to try to decipher the notes can roll their Arcana.
So
Obviously, I'm the one to do this.
22.
So I chose deciphering as one of my three instruments.
Okay, so you can have advantage on it.
I rolled.
You said it was Arcana or History?
This one is Arcana.
Okay. So 16.
Okay. You guys are looking at the page that had been left, the book had been opened up to. And you're both kind of like kind of talking out loud to yourselves, and then you both look at each other at the same time and say, "What? Scepter? Like, why does this say scepter?" And when you say that, a shimmering translucent door appears in the middle of the room. The door immediately begins to slowly fade, and it's apparent that it'll disappear entirely shortly.
I think this is the way to see Matrius, folks.
Okay.
Who put that door there?
Yeah, where is this coming from?
I think we might want to take this book with us.
Yes.
I'll carry it in my since I've in my pack. I got some room here.
That's fine. It's funny. The story almost seems like they assume you would leave the book on this side, but I don't. We'll just see what happens.
Guess we just get a running start.
No, you just open the door and walk through.
Let's walk through.
It's like a literal door with a doorknob, but it's magical. Like it was invisible until you guys said that keyword, which one of you might want to write down.
I did. Scepter.
Okay. Boom. I don't know what you guys see with the dynamic lighting, but I will.
It's a black hole.
It's all black, even if you zoom out.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
give me a second then. I'm going to drag your tokens to where you're supposed to start. Can any of you see anything now?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, before we jump through the hole, I'm going to leave a note on the desk where the book was that just says, say the word scepter. Because eventually our partner is going to have to join us, and we took the book.
Haha.
Good point.
Did you say the word sucker or scepter?
Scepter. Scepter.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if you were purposely giving him that.
To stick with a jewel on it.
I am trying to make it so your tokens give off light so that you can see in this stupid room.
I have a spell that does that.
Can any of you see in the...
I can see something.
I can see it in your screen.
I can see it on my screen. I
You're
can
not
see a
supposed to
room.
look at my screen.
There's something
I'll
there.
put it back to the side. What if I put our maybe if we have to put our tokens on it? Does that?
I did
Help
put
with
the
that?
tokens on it. I'm gonna
Oh.
try to reveal area.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
So
How about now?
tiny.
Did I clicked the reveal area for the room you're in? Did it work?
Nope.
No.
So you're full. So mention. Can you look again on my screen and just see where you're supposed to be looking?
Yeah, I can see where we're supposed to be looking.
Okay. So there's nothing in that area.
No, in fact, do the click on the character to do the ring thing. Yeah, I can see the circle appears on the black screen.
All right. I'm gonna try to update everybody's night vision, even if you don't have it. So hopefully it works. I have
So
never
just so I'm clear, is the room actually dark or is this just an effect?
This is just because so you don't see the whole map. It's their dynamic lighting setting.
Ah, okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Okay, I just gave.
Hey, there it is.
I still don't see anything.
Because I have to do
Yeah.
this one at a time, Stephanie. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm giving all of you like multiple sources of light so that I don't know which one works. I'm just hoping one of them does. Stephanie, you should be able to see something if you're zoomed out because I just did the same thing.
Yay! I got a tiny square. Yes.
So that's 4 people. Am I missing anyone? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can everyone see at least a little bit of something?
Yes.
People square.
Okay.
This share hurts my ass.
Okay. This says you guys start in M11, but the story starts in M1. So sorry, just give me a second because that doesn't make sense. Okay, I guess everyone roll your perception.
Okay.
My characters need fucking glasses.
Seriously,
Oh my god.
it's like why have a proficiency of perception if you can't get above a 7?
Yeah, no.
Stephanie, roll a 1d3.
Oh no. 3.
Michael, this time Mildred bumps into you from behind. And and both of you go sprawling onto the floor of this new place you haven't noticed yet. You guys are really good at getting through doorways.
Nice.
I mean, how else does one go through a doorway?
You are in some sort of mansion. The structure is open, airy, and constructed of stone blocks. The floors are hardwood, and that's stuff you wouldn't know yet. The mansion has brass or bronze fixtures and doors of iron-bound oak. The furniture is all a deep brown wood, and most of the rooms are illuminated by oil lamp. Outside through a window, you guys can see there's a swirling indigo miasma that hovers 20 feet from the building on all sides. You guys are in the main foyer and hallway. On this side, the portal looks like a double door. The ceiling arches to 15 feet overhead, and long hallways stretch out on either side of the foyer. Standing in the middle of this area is a middle-aged man wearing gray robes. He looks startled since you guys have appeared, And then immediately introduces himself and he says, "Oh, good day, my kind fellows. Thank you for opening the portal. I've been here for, I think, a few hours, but I'm so glad someone found their way here. I could not figure out how to open the door from this side. I just kept yelling scepter, and nothing was happening."
Well, I think you may have been here quite longer than a few hours. May have been 10 or 12 days. But glad we could find you. You must be Matrius.
Ah, yes, I am. And you have me at a disadvantage, kind sir. Is
Well,
that
you may call me Ergo the Ponderous.
fair?
And these are my friends.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to study this chair.
Well, thank you. I had it specially made to transport my girth.
And I am Mildred. That's
Hello, my lady. And he bows deeply and kisses your hand.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, "And you, brass knight."
My name's Michael.
Hi, his name was Gary.
I'm sure you've heard of me.
Yes. And you, woodsman.
I just nod and say I'm Sin.
Ah. Sin. How naughty.
He is the spicy one in the group.
You don't know my real name yet.
Oh my god, I wish Sin was a Spice Girl.
Cinnamon spice.
Yeah, just. Oh my god, you are cinnamon now.
So you know my name. Does that mean you were looking for me for something?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Yes.
Because we were looking for you because we need your help. We are all apparently come from regions of this land that our fields, our lands are dying essentially.
Is it a sickness?
A blight, a plague, a sickness, whatever you should call it.
Well, I mean, if you were sent to seek me out, then I would think it would be a curse, because that is my area of expertise.
Well, a curse it may be, but is your help we've been told to seek.
Okay.
And this book. I hold out the book.
Oh, you brought the book.
Yes, the book.
Well,
You left it on the desk.
Well, we're gonna need it, but it shouldn't be in here. It's part of the key to get in and out, to get in but not out. So we gotta. He actually opens the door, and takes the book from you and throws it onto his desk. He's like, just in case, let's keep it there.
But you couldn't get out yourself.
Well, that's not the key out.
Okay. Do you
but
know what the key out is?
So that brings me to my issue.
Wait, what?
And
Leave the door open. Just someone prop the door for a moment.
He's propping it with his foot.
Okay.
Okay. He says,
We could always say that the book couldn't leave with us because books aren't supposed to leave the place.
Well,
that is a good point. But this is extra dimensional. It bypassed it a little, I guess.
It exists within a dimension within the space.
Well, now we know how we can steal it.
Yeah, just prop the door open with the book.
Right.
All right, he's doing that. So he goes, here's my issue. I'm not really an adventurer, but there is a treasure trove of knowledge and possibly actual literal treasure troves within this enchanted mansion. It is the mansion of an ancient and powerful wizardess. So my proposal would be to you guys that I stand on the other side of the door and I open it when you're ready, but you go seek the knowledge and treasure within the mansion for me. And we'll split everything, and then I'll come to your towns and I will help rid you of your curse, and everyone's a winner.
Well, this sounds like a terrible idea. What's to say you will just close the door and leave us in here?
because I want the information. I wouldn't get it if you guys were stuck here. Also, how untrusting are you? I'm wearing the robes of the seekers of knowledge. I'm here to learn and expand the knowledge of the world. I'm not a. Don't you know about the zone of truth and evil that they have at the front gate? Like, I wouldn't have made it in here.
No, actually, that wasn't explained to us. But now that we understand that,
So is
starting
this
to make a
the
little bit of
castle
sense.
of
Now
Istan?
that you cleared that up.
It seems like you're scared to go on this adventure with us. Do you need some encouragement?
No, I'm kind of an old man. I don't want to adventure. I think you guys all look perfect for this.
Oh, that's
All
the
right, so
nicest thing
let's go.
anyone's ever said to me.
If we're to do this for you, and it sounds like this is the way we're supposed to go on this adventure. How do we get out? You don't seem to know.
Well, I know how to open the door on the other side. So let's say every hour I'll open the door, and if you're here and you're ready, you'll be there.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And what treasure in particular are you looking for? What do we know so we know what to find?
Well, I don't really have use for material treasures, so I'm just looking for the knowledge and secrets, like anything you can find. Personally, I could write my entire thesis of all my work if I could just find the secret answer to what happened to the wizardess that created the spell that made this permanent space. If I could decipher that, if I knew how to create the space, or if I knew what happened to her, all these things would be it would just, you know how I would make it in the Wizard Quarterly for sure.
All right, so you're looking for basically a diary of some sort, perhaps.
Yes.
Maybe
Or
a magic
any
mirror that
user
talks to us and
information.
tells us what happened.
Yeah, I didn't get to search most of the house so far because once the door shut behind me, I just kind of panicked and started trying to figure out how to open the door, and then I didn't search. So it's been a whole mess.
So you're looking for any type of diary of Fistandia?
Yes, you know of Fistandia? Yes, you. I can see why you've made it this far and how you opened the door. You guys are, wow, you are some smart cookies.
Well, it's
And
not
you're doing
because
this
of our
while
good looks.
sleeping, Stephanie. Good job.
Well, it's because I have the device to be able to take notes.
You're doing great. And he goes, the one thing I did find is this super intricate card figure of an imp, and he shows you guys, and it's like kind of the size of a house cat, but it is an amazingly detailed sculpture. And he goes, I believe this might hold some clues as well. So while I'm waiting for you guys, I'm gonna study this, and so I'll just keep opening. I'll just say scepter every hour.
I too make carvings, and I pull out my marshmallow twig that I carved.
Ah.
Well, it's functional.
It's both functional and sticky.
It's
if you drop your keys down a hole, you can use the stick to pick them up.
It's pre-loved.
Pre-loved, just like my wife.
Oh.
I'd love to meet her.
You and everyone else. So, have we struck have we struck a deal?
I'm up for an adventure, and particularly when it's seeking knowledge. Sure, why not?
Great. And he picks up the book that was propping open the door, and he steps on the other side, and he gives you guys a big smile and wave, and he's holding the imp figurine in his hands, and suddenly the imp figurine stops being a figurine, turns into a evil imp, and just bites his throat, and the door slams shut.
Well, of course.
And you hear a scream just get cut off because it's in a different dimension.
Well, the story of any good adventure starts this way, doesn't it? Screwed by a magician.
That imp was on that side of the door.
Well, we're here now. We might as well seek out this treasure.
So it's so weird. It definitely said you guys start in M11, but this is where you start according to the story. So can you see Matrius here?
I can see not.
Yeah, it's not shining the light properly, so like we can see Matrius in like the tiniest bit of the hallway, and that's it.
I can't
Okay,
see-
Matrius
yeah,
is huge now.
I can't see anything other than a strip of light, and I can see Stephanie's token.
Yeah, I see the same thing. I just see me and Mention's tokens and some light.
Oh, I hate that this reveal button doesn't work. Like, it should solve everything, and it doesn't. Reset permanent darkness? I can't imagine that that's a good thing. Hide areas? Sure, let's hide it. Let's hide everything.
There's only one choice. We're gonna have to set it all on fire.
Stephanie, are you telling me you're giving up? Should we just call... Is this a good place to call it?
I mean,
So next week...
tired.
Yeah, because next week you could just be like, all right, let's explore. And then that's the whole adventure for next week, is getting out of here.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
And I'll try to figure out how to make it so you guys can see. So essentially, this is kind of like a mini dungeon. There's 3 floors to this house. You can explore as much or as little as you want. There are clues throughout the house on how to open the door back up from this end. So once you solve that, you could just leave, or you could search every room and find everything that's here, because there's a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think I know what we're gonna do.
I mean,
Light the whole house on fire?
Yes.
Kill and destroy things. Maybe roll shitty and pick up some items that are worthless.
Probably one of us will die.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. We've got a track record.
And one of us is gonna
We are a band of new merry adventurers. Fate is
We've
on.
already lost one. He went to the baths and never returned.
He's getting a bath.
Oh, he can open the door for us.
Yeah, or he's going to get killed by the imp because he's there alone.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so fucking funny. He's gonna come to join us and just get attacked by an imp and be like, "What did you guys do?"
If Josh is here next week, then he can meet Josh in the bath area and then come up with him. So at least it won't be just him alone. Josh is
So what's with him being stinky and putrid? Is that just like a thing?
Well, I said that the curse was... I have to read his character sheet again because he did some weird stuff. But basically, I said everyone had a curse that was destroying their hometowns, and somehow he is the cursed one instead of the land. He's the curse is affecting him.
Oh, that's funny.
And everything he touches, including his hometown.
So when he left, everybody was like, "Well, I guess it's fine now."
Yes, plus they're playing a prank on him. So like it might not even be the same curse. That he actually is dealing with a priest and a god that seem to be playing a prank on him. He didn't clear any of this with me, but I'm like, whatever, it's fine. So maybe if Mateus lives, he can help him with that curse too.
Matrius. Let's just hope Matrius has some sort of like curse lifting tattoos on him so that we don't actually need him alive.
I mean, or that's the other thing is like you guys can try to rush through this to save him, or take your time and explore every room and get all the loot.
Well, that was our plan, but you can have it as the Josh and Chris go into the library, and while seeing Matrius being attacked by the imp, they have to they save him. Great. If not, well, we're kind of screwed.
Isn't he some kind of powerful wizard? Can't he take on an imp?
I mean, if his throats are torn out.
Gouged out. I don't know.
I mean, sneak attack's a hell of a thing, but come on.
So yeah, I mean, you guys could just be like, our dirty friend will handle this. That's fine. We've never fought together. He's already injured. But Yeah, he's got this. He wasn't even in the room, but he'll show up.
I mean, in all fairness, that guy, we could just assume that guy's probably dead.
Right.
That there's no saving him now anyway. He got bit in the neck by a goblin.
An imp.
Imp.
Or an imp, yes. That's even worse.
Maybe he's just mage enough to stay alive.
Guess we're gonna find out.
He couldn't make it out of this hole.
Are you guys it really was that he was only lost an hour. Like, you guys thought because the books he was just secluded and studying, and an hour ago he figured out the word scepter, and you guys figured it out in 5 seconds because you were using his notes that were translating things. So
Skills.
there isn't supposed to be some sort of time gap in there. It is supposed to be the same amount of time.
Okay. That's good to know.
But I also like the idea of the time gap, and so you open the door and he's like a week dead.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You see that he had time to write a whole bunch of notes, like he died really slow.
Oh, it's like an infection in his neck.
Yeah.
We can make a roll to see if he befriended the imp. I mean, what people have imps? Don't wizards or something have imps as pets?
It could be, but I never described it, but you guys would have climbed up like a ton of stairs to get to the top of the tower where this suite is. So you could be like, oh, this trail of blood, he must have made it down, and you get halfway down the staircase and you find his body, like he had almost made it.
Oh. See, I thought originally that the imp was going to be his buddy, and that it's either he's the big bad and he makes us think he's dead, and he runs away with the book, or it's just a practical joke, ha 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 ha.
Your trust issues off every NPC you meet.
Do we need to be assuming that everything we take out of this place is going to try to kill us?
Yes.
Oh my god, speaking of trust issues. Oh my god, that's not the case.
It wasn't. I'm sure now it is.
Because Quarter likes giving me ideas.
I love it. I love giving you super evil ideas.
A mimic.
Yeah, dude, we haven't seen a mimic in forever.
Or gelatinous cube.
Did I reveal the area? I'm trying something new.
Not on my screen, no.
No.
What about now?
No.
No.
Damn it.
No, it's still the same.
God.
Oh, now it's less.
Fuck.
I mean, I can move my character around and see stuff, but nothing you've changed changes it.
Oh yeah, if I move, every time I plop it down though, all the stuff disappears. But if I move it around, I can see small stuff. I don't think I'm not allowed or supposed to be seeing all these rooms though when I'm moving my character around.
No.
And I'll stop. Okay, I gotta go. I'm so tired.
I feel like
No
I'm
worries.
just about to fix this, maybe. Good night, Stephanie.
Bye.
Did that help at all? I'm trying to click reveal area on every layer to see if that works. No. I like to.
Okay, that revealed a lot.
Wait, what
So
did?
whatever you just did, I can see a lot of rooms.
Okay.
I
deleted a whole section of dynamic lighting layer.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I should say that's just making it bigger and bigger and bigger for me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm just deleting the lighting that they put in this. Can you see the monster tokens?
Yes.
Yes.
That
I'm ignoring them.
No.
I'm screenshotting this. I mean, ignoring it.
Oh well. I don't know. I'm tired. Okay. Well, great game, guys. I hope you had fun. You guys were supposed to just start at the castle, but I wanted you all to meet ahead of time.
Yeah.
No, that was actually a good way to do it.
I hope it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. I had fun.
I really wanted it to be like Never Ending Story, where you guys are just talking about the nothing at your campsite. No one tried to eat a rock though, which was disappointing.
That is true.
Well, you didn't tell me there were rocks to eat.
We actually just saw the Neverending Story in the movie theater.
I'm
Last
so
week.
jealous.
Yeah, we have a local theater that plays a lot of old movies. Actually, a couple theaters that do. And so they had Neverending Story 2 weeks ago. It was great.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
It's amazing how bad the sequels are.
I never saw the sequels.
You don't.
No, okay, good.
That solves that problem.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for gaming.
All right. Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
See
night,
you guys.
everybody.